So good afternoon to everyone and good morning to those in the UK. My name is Samantha Towers and I'm a sales executive here with Andorra Sotheby's International Realty. First of all, we'd like to say a few kind words to all those families that have been affected in this crisis, and we trust and hope that you will stay safe and you're all well. So we've virtually brought you here today to show you, or basically present this new project that we've got, a new development in Escaldes-Engordany. So basically, this property, one second, I'm just gonna change over. Yeah, so this is the new development that we have called Escala. It is by Rafael de la Hoz, which is a very well-known architect from Madrid. We do have other developments with him as well, so we've worked quite a few times with him. And yeah, basically Escala means a scale. So as we see here on the screen, we can see that all the properties lead up in a scale. Right, so I'm going to tell you a bit about the whole development. There are 5 different types of properties that you can choose from, of which all for the necessity of every person. So we've got 5 types from 145 square meters to 605 square meters of apartment. All of these apartments all have large terraces from up to 183 square meters. The development also has a spa access and a gym. So here's a little video of the location of where the development is going to be placed. So it is around 6 to 10 minutes away from the city centre, where you can find all the shops and anything that you need. It's very close as well to the lake of Escaldes-Engordany, which now we'll be able to see a photo. This is basically the view that you have from Escaldes-Engordany. So you can see the whole of the principality, well, the capital of the Principality of Andorra, which is Andorra la Vella. Exactly, this is what we mentioned just before. So it's 6 minutes from the city centre and 10 minutes away from the Vall Nord and Gran Vella ski resorts by car. It is also extremely close to the Vall de Madrid, which is from the UNESCO. So it's completely in the nature. There's no properties that have been developed there. It's, well, a very nature country. So here we have a photo, which is one of the, well, it's a render of one of the properties. This would be the lounge area. So the block organization is as following. We have 2 blocks. So we have block A and we have block B. In block A, there are 6 floors. And in block B, there are 7 floors, making a total of 13 floors in the whole development. As I mentioned before, there are different types of property going from 145 square meters to 605. Show you a bit how it's placed here. So here we can see how all the apartments are placed. So what we've tried to do here is make them up into a scale so that the neighbor above will not be able to see anything in the, well, on the terraces or any of the other neighbors. We've tried to make it as private as possible. So here we have the property types. So there's S plus, M, L, and XL. It's a bit like the types of clothing. So here we have the S. I'm just gonna move this around. Yeah, so the S, we have 100 square meters built area and 45 square meters of terrace. As we can see, it has 2 bedrooms, and both of the bedrooms are facing the view. So that means that both bedrooms and the lounge has all the unique view that we can see, the whole of the capital of the Principality of Andorra. So one of the bedrooms, we have a master, and the other bedroom has a separate bathroom for anyone that wants to use the restroom when needed. Next to the kitchen there, we have a laundry area. Now let's move on to S+. Right. So here in the S+, we have 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The built area is 130 square meters, with a little bit more, with 60 square meters of terrace. As before, all of the bedrooms are facing the view. So every single bedroom, plus the living room, has a view. I'd like to mention as well, here we have the view, basically from one of the apartments. So in Escaldes, you have a southwest orientation. So you can soak up the sun in the afternoon, and in summer, I could say that it sets at around 9:30 to 10 o'clock in the evening. So if you do like afternoon sun, this would be a very good option to purchase. So moving on to size M. So we have 2 different types of size M. We've got M2, which is basically the 2-bedroom apartment, and we have an M3, which I'll be moving on to after. Both of them have a built area of 196.43 square meters. And also, what we've tried to do basically in this development is have the bedrooms with a nice view. We all know that it's very nice to wake up with a unique view. So we've tried to give all of the apartments that luxury. This one has a more open spaced living room and kitchen. So the kitchen would be open, moving on to the living room. Here we also have a very nice terrace of 91.34 square meters. And these 2 bedrooms are also en suite. These apartments also have 2 parking spaces and a storage room included in the price. Bear with me, I've just run a bit there. So this would be the M3. So here we have the 3 bedrooms, all 3 en suite, as there is another restroom right next to the entrance. Also keeping the nice large living area and the open kitchen and the lovely terrace as well. This would basically be a photo of how this suite would look in M2, with a jacuzzi, well, the bathtub there at the back, and this would be the view from each and every apartment and each and every bedroom. So here now we go on to the L. So the L is a bit bigger. It's 316.24 square meters divided in 2 floors. So it's got 137.01 square meters, also divided on the 2 floors of terrace. It has 5 bedrooms and they're all en suite. So this would be basically an apartment and a half. If you'd like to have a look here, we will be sending you the an email, and we will be calling you later, each and every one of you, just to give you a PDF file of all the information with everything that you need, and we will be calling you to see if you have any inquiries. So as we see here, we've got 3 bedrooms at the top, all en suite, and we have 2 below. I'll just leave that there for you a bit. Right, so this would be a photo or a render of the kitchen. Within the PDF file that we will be sending you, there will be the quality reports. So you can see everything that's included. I mean, what is included is very much towards the kitchen. So in the kitchen, we have included the fridge, so we've got the fridge, freezer, we've got the grill, microwave, washing machine, dryer, all of this is included. We'll mention it later on to each and every one of you. Moving on to the XL. So here we have 6 bedrooms, all en suite. As you can see, all of the bedrooms, as well as we mentioned before, all facing that very nice view that we saw the photo of. So we have 6 bedrooms, all en suite, as I mentioned before, 182.68 square meters of terrace. So this is basically 2 whole floors of the building. 420.47 square meters. Now this is the biggest one that we have available. Just leave that so you can have a look a bit. Right, as I mentioned before, there is a sport and wellness area, and that includes a sauna, it's got a steam bath, jacuzzi, a gym, and also men and women's changing rooms, just so you don't have to go back up to the apartment. Right, so this would be a photo of how it would look like in the winter. We can't really see on this photo, but the lift that goes from the parking right to the top of the building is glass. So it's made out of glass, and you can see the view whilst going up to your own apartment. As we can see here, the terraces are very spacious and wide, and the glass does finish up until where the black area is. So you can't see the person below. These are now the payment requirements. So to reserve this property, any of the properties that you would like to purchase, it's only a 5% of the value of the property to reserve it. That's a 5% to steal one of these properties. So after that, it would be a 15% when signing the purchase contract, 20% during construction, and then to finish off, 60% when signing the deed of the sale. Here we come up to the price list. So, with the S apartments, only the first, second, and third floors are available. We already have 1 apartment reserved. All the apartments are for just, well, the S size anyway, are for just 645,000 euros. So the S with 145 square meters is just 645,000 euros. Here we go on to the S Plus. Also, only the first, second, and third floors are available, and they are for a price of 890,000 euros. Now, this was the 3 bedroom. The S was the 2-bedroom, and the S plus is the 3-bedroom. Here we move on to the M. So the M, the prices of the M vary. They go from 1,350,000 to 1,650,000, depending on which floor you would like. Here we have the L prices, which the same, they go from 2,025,000 up to 2,475,000. Now, why on the block A there isn't a price on the first floor? As I mentioned to begin with, there are 6 floors on block A and 7 floors on block B. Here we have the XL, which is the biggest apartment, which goes from 2,700,000 to 3,300,000. Now I repeat, that's 2 floors, 2 whole floors. So if you'd like any more information, we will be contacting you after this anyway. But if you do want more information on other properties, you can have a look on our website, which is www.andorra/sothebysrealty.com. We have many properties there as well. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if you had any questions. I'm going to go back onto the video, just so you can have a look at the pictures of the development. Right. So just to mention as well that the heating system is the geothermal energy. So it's, the heating system is geothermal energy, which brings in heat in the winter and coolness in the summer. So all the apartments also have electric toldos for the sun. So we have 2 of the properties that have been reserved. We have an S that's reserved, and we also have an M that is reserved. We are also awaiting, because of this lockdown, we're basically awaiting another apartment to be reserved, which would be one of the XLs on the top floor. So if you would like to snatch one of these apartments, they go from 645,000 euros. Right, so well, that's me done for today. Thank you very much for assisting, and we will be calling you one by one to see if you have any inquiries. If you need any more information, thank you very much, and Goodbye.